Well, outside of the immigration building in Washington, D.C. today, dozens of people from across the area rallied. They're upset, and some even called for the resignation of one of President Obama's cabinet secretaries. Denise Douglas explains and shows us what went on.
You can see that some local Hispanic families are rallying right here outside of the immigration building. That is because they say that the administration isn't holding up its part of the bargain when it comes to an immigration policy. Justicia! A very strong message coming from these protesters to the President and Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano today. We want justice, they say. Several dozen Latinos facing deportation, their families and supporters gathered to tell their stories.
Así como el caso de mi hijo, hay muchos jóvenes, muchas familias que tratan de sacar adelante sus hijos.
Josefa Silverio says her 18-year-old son may never get to attend college or achieve a better life. After a traffic stop a few months ago, his name was handed over to immigration. He could now be sent back to Mexico.
El sueño que tengo no lo voy a poder realizar porque lo quiero realizar aquí, porque en mi país la economía está muy baja.
Chagala says there are less opportunities in Mexico. He might never get to realize his goals. Florinda Lorenzo's case is similar. She's been fighting to stay in the U.S. with her 3 sons for 2 years.
Le pedimos a Janet Napolitano que renuncie de su trabajo si ella no puede hacer las cosas.
Now she's calling for Secretary Napolitano to resign if she doesn't keep the administration's promise. Last year, Napolitano announced they would give leniency to people in certain categories like students and victims of domestic violence and focus on deporting criminals and other high-priority cases. But Casa de Maryland says that hasn't been done. Of the thousands of cases that should be protected, few have gotten relief.
Out of over 300,000 cases that have been reviewed, less than 2%, approximately 1.5% of those cases have been found to, according to the government, not be priorities for deportation. This number is, it's a shame. It's so low.
Still, they will continue to fight. Chagala wants to study the arts, and he and his mother say they won't give up on the reason they came here, to live the American dream.
Yo confío en Dios.
I'm confident in God and the justice system, she says. I think we'll get the help we need. Similar rallies are being held in Chicago, New York, Boston, and San Francisco. I'm Denise Douglas, CTV News.
And Casa de Maryland says the organization is also meeting with lawmakers on Capitol Hill to help those facing deportation.